So at the age of 30, I had gone through one of the biggest transformations of my life. I'm talking it was rougher than my voice right now. That's how bad it was. I had gone through a breakup that had changed me physically, emotionally, and shall we even say spiritually. And at the age of 30, I decided I wanted to change.
It literally felt like a start of a new chapter.
I had never moved out of my mum's house, and I felt like I was back at zero. I felt a little bit blurry in what my purpose in life was. I started questioning if I would ever find love. And I started to feel really lost in myself. So I decided for the summer, I was going to pack up my things. I was going to finally move out of my mum's house. And for the summer, I was going to move to Paris. And oh my God, was it one heck of a summer.
Yes to life, I say. Yes to my wife, I say. Yes to a family. Yes to a child to be. Yes to this life, I'm here. No, I don't fear. I say yes to a family. Yes to a remedy. Yes to my legacy. Yes to my enemies. Yes to my sanity. Yes to my bravery. Appreciate children, you're brilliant, you're winning. Saving me, pray for me when I'm going along to the gates.
There's something in this. It's just for the opening shot. Welcome to Lydia in Paris.
So much like my ex-boyfriend, summer had left us. And just as the mama and papas had said, all the leaves were brown and the sky was grey. Because fall was officially upon us. And so was a whole new chapter of Lydia in Paris. So let me give you a little bit of a catch up. As summer had come to an end, I had decided that I wanted to stay.
Right! A celebration because something exciting's kind of happened. I don't want to say what it is yet. I'm gonna tell you when everything's confirmed, but something exciting's kind of happened. So yeah, we will see. The future might be looking very...
I was sick of coming to and fro and saying, oh my God, I live in Paris, when I didn't. Seeing as I'd spent all of my money coming to Paris to see a man who broke up with me anyway, I needed to find a way to live in Paris, someone who had £50 in their bank account and definitely could not afford rent. I mean, it was starting to get to a point that I was considering selling my feet pictures just to afford rent. But I tell you what, no one wants to see these nasty gnashers. So on my last few days in Paris, I decided, screw it, let's post on a Facebook group and see if anyone would take me as an au pair. And next thing I knew, I had a family and I was moving to Paris full time. I'd applied for a visa, it had been accepted, and only 2 weeks later, I had moved into my own little apartment that came for free and was working with my gorgeous new au pair family. And that's begun a whole new season of Lydia in Paris. I'm talking Paris on a budget and Lydia living her own life. I don't know why I'm talking about myself in the third person, but it feels fitting. Almost as fitting as those trousers. Oh yeah, apparently they're being eaten by my crack. But I didn't care because I was officially here and officially living in Paris. So let me take you back to yesterday where it was time to get my little postage stamp all up and running.
Okay, right. First step, I went food shopping. All of it's a Sunday, so literally everything is closed in the area. So I had to go and do a bit of shopping, but the G20 was open, which is like quite expensive and not the best quality. So I went and got some bits and bobs because yesterday I didn't eat at all, and today I'm not eating again, and I probably should eat, but now I'm like getting into the zone of like wanting to clean because there's black mold in the fridge. Black mold in the fridge, honestly. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna quickly clean, at least get all the food in there, and then we'll tackle this monstrosity. We've got so much to do. Using some of this pink stuff to get this bloody mold out, because that is so bad. I want to go get some food, but I can't put my food in here when there's black mold in the literal fridge. She's not gonna get food, but she's not gonna be very well again if she... This pink stuff though is so good. Oh my god, it's literally like my mum has this at home. When I saw it in the cupboard, I was like, oh my god. I knew when I moved in, I was like, there's gonna be a day where I'm gonna have to clean everything. And today, apparently, is that day. It also, when I first moved in, stank. Really stank of cheese. I couldn't work out what it was. I think I'm above the bins. So I think that's what it is that it's the smell. Because on certain times, it doesn't smell of cheese, and then certain times it does. And then anyway the wind blows, anywhere the wind blows, doesn't really matter to me. The wind blows is the way that where's this little fly come from? It's like a little... You can live under there, that can be your catacomb. It smells of cheese. So depending on which way the wind is blowing is what we'll get. Okay, let me crack on with this fridge and then I can put my food in and then I can actually eat. Oh, so much black, there's so much mold. My little oven mitt. I don't know why I need an oven mitt. I don't have an oven. But my little oven mitt has croissants on it. Stop, you nearly made me drop my croissant. Perfect for Paris. The fridge is done. I'll do a quick little food shop haul. This is from the G10 too. This is a small one, and then I've got Aldi down the road, so I can actually go and get some bits and bobs. So I got yogurt, I got a bit of butter, some butter. I got some couscous, so good they named it twice. Bog roll, because I've been wiping my ass with kitchen roll because it didn't have any, and then having to chuck it in the bin, which is a bit gammy, so I need to remove those out of the bin. Spinach, poulet, chicken. Very expensive. Chicken in France is so expensive. Huevos, not French, but hey ho. Some rice, some coffee, because that is very much needed. Don't have a kettle though. Sacrilege for a British person. And I got some, oh, there's a bit of crust. Oh, that, I don't know how long that's been in there. That's some bread crust, beautiful. And then some pasta sauce. All I got, that came to around 38 euros. With food shop, we'll put these over here. My food shop bags. Slay. If I put you there, you can see the whole apartment. It's tiny. Now, I really want to, I think what I want to do now, I'm going to stick on my favourite podcast. I'm going to clean this kitchen top to bottom, and then I'm going to get something to eat and try and make myself a coffee, boiling the water in a saucepan. So let's do that.
Made over 30,000 billboard display in the city. He started making national because Brooklyn was on the other end. Free, aka Bailey, rashes because it was just. It's 2:30 and this is my breakfast. So bad. It's when you don't have food in, it's so like, oh, it's just one thing after another, and this is one thing I need to get really good at in France. So I can't cut this bread. Maybe I just need to chow in. I'm just gonna go to town and chow. Oh, I'm so hungry. Good, because tomorrow's my first day as an au pair, which I'm very excited about. Should be good. They didn't show this side of Emily in Paris on the floor eating some bread she can't cut. Stuff everywhere. In the petitest little apartment. But who cares, because we're in fucking Paris. Who cares? We're living our life now. This is so exciting. Right, I'm gonna eat this really quick. Like,
So that day we put away our clothes and it was time for one last big clean before the apartment was officially all done.
That's all my hair. Right, I've finished cleaning. Hold on. I finished cleaning. This is real raw Paris. No more picture perfect Paris that I had before, because it really was picture perfect Paris. And that was real life Paris. Living in a tiny little place. Call it my little stamp, post-it stamp, because it's teeny tiny, but it's free, it's mine, and I've got it for the next 9 months minimum, and I get to make it my own, and that's so exciting. And yeah, I did it all myself, so it's kind of crazy, but I love it because it makes me really happy. So yeah, I've got like 30 pounds to my name at the moment. I'm having to live on the bare minimum. Yeah, this is real raw Paris. No more picture perfect Paris where it wasn't realistic. This is budget, real, and I'm going to be sharing my whole entire journey. So yeah, it's really exciting. Welcome to Lydia in Paris, baby. Proper Lydia in Paris. This is the side that you don't see with Emily, that's for sure. I'm starving and I've not been very good at eating, and then we're gonna, yeah, just enjoy.
So we had started a new chapter, real, honest, raw Paris. We were now living on a budget. We had an incredible tiny little place that felt like home already, but more importantly, it was mine. All mine. And a new season of Lydia in Paris had officially begun. So that's enough of this Parisian adventure. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video to your bestie, and plot the French flag in the comments below so I can see who's joining me for my new chapter of Lydia in Paris. And so until next time, au revoir.